Alright, let's try that again. Welcome back everyone. This thing was crashing, but I guess it's working now. Let's not tempt fate by trying to do like a cool intro or whatever. Let's just play some games. YouTube seems to be fine. I'm seeing my control panel in YouTube looks pretty good. If you're in the chat there, say hello to show that you truly exist. Twitch looks weird. Twitch seems to be very laggy. It says I'm live. I've been live for 3 minutes 45 seconds, but the Twitch screen is not doing too much. Okay, angle. You're saying that you see me. Okay, good. There we go. I just need to refresh myself. Okay. Well, okay, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. My lights look pretty bad. Let me turn on these lights over here. I knew I should have turned on the lights. I swear I know what I'm doing. I'm a little out of it, actually. But the show must go on, so let's have the show go on. Welcome back, everyone. So it's time for another streaming Saturday. Having a little bit of technical difficulties, but I think we're okay now. And we're going to play some Zendikar Rising, but first we're going to show here the pre-release card that I got for my pre-release pack of Zendikar Rising. I got here Zagras, Thief of Heartbeats, so 6 mana for Rakdos colors, Vampire Rogue. It's a 4/4. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature in your party, so there's a lot of parties going on in Magic the Gathering nowadays. And the more party members you have, the cheaper this is, so it can be decreased all the way down to 2 mana if you've got a full party. And you get Flying, Death Touch, and Haste. I love that. And what else do we get with Zagras? Whenever something, focus, camera. This camera, I need to totally donate this camera and get a better one, but they're all sold out actually. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a planeswalker, destroy that planeswalker. So it's got Death Touch for planeswalkers. So what do you think? What do we think about that? It's got Flying, Death Touch, Haste, all that good stuff. Plus, it also kills planeswalkers, all for 6 mana with Rakdos colors. So has anyone gotten any? Did anyone get the pre-release this weekend, or is going to do a pre-release? I bought the pre-release packs and then I took them home. I said, put it in the trunk and I'm out of here, because I wasn't going to stick around. Apparently the shop was going to do a 7 o'clock pre-release, and it seemed like a little small of a place, so I wasn't going to stick around for that, because I could do pre-release at home. Okay, so let's do a little bit of gameplay. How's everyone doing so far? I want to get kind of warmed up by playing a little bit of Brawl. I actually have this brand new Drana deck, mono black. I kind of figured out a cool combo here. You've had a rough first few drafts. Yeah, this new format is kind of like you either do really well or really bad, and I also feel like I haven't been doing that well. So I suppose practice makes perfect, but you know, I'm not made out of gems or gold, so we'll play in a moment. But you're set for the new Black Cleric that can work as a substitute for Veto. Oh, which one is that? I gotta put it in this deck maybe because it's a mono black deck. This is an alright. Not amazing, but oops, that infinite combo. Is it that infinite combo? Well, there's a different kind of combo in Standard if you use Peer into the Abyss plus Underworld Dreams. And if you get that dream working, you've got like an instant 2-card kill versus your opponent. You have Underworld Dreams, so when the opponent draws a card, they lose a life. And then you cast the Peer into the Abyss on your opponent. They lose half their life, and then they draw half their deck, so then they get pinged to death for the rest of that. So, ooh, Truffle Snout. So there's one combo that's in Standard, but what's that infinite combo? You love the battlefield. Yeah, this is the brand new Zendikar. I just kind of realized, though, everything's huge, because if you look down here, that's a little bird. That's like tiny birds flying around. And our pets are huge. If our pets are that big, how does that even work? Right, what do we want to do? Guess we'll do the Demon's Disciple. Probably sacrifice their 2/2. I have a 3/3. I'll keep my 3/1. So this card says whenever you gain life, your opponent loses life. Is that's that new that's that new vampire, right? So many great life gain strategies. That's a cleric, that's a rogue. I need to have that have death touch, so I'll play that in a moment. And Vito says whenever you gain life, your opponent loses life. You got identify combo with 2/3 mana creatures. That's exactly what I want. Whoops, well, that's an 8/8 with lifelink. All I need is my removal spell and their whole house of cards falls apart, but I guess this will be close enough. Let's see if they don't bite me over here. So, uh-oh, that's a 16/16. Hopefully they don't have any evasion. No, they're gonna... What are they gonna do? They're gonna attack, and then I can tap this. Are you sure? Activate that untapped rogue. Does not have trample. But they do gain 16 life, unless they have some sort of like protection spell. Indestructible. Okay, well, this opponent worked pretty well. So okay, let's go on to the next game. They got their perfect draws at the beginning, and I didn't get any of my removal. This deck has plenty of removal, but didn't draw anything. We'll try this again. There's a cool combo in this one where, okay, so Drana. I like Drana because when she attacks, your opponent must choose a creature from your graveyard and return it directly to the battlefield with a +1 counter. There's a creature that, when you summon it, both opponents sacrifice a creature. So I had an opponent. This might be the other part of the combo that you mean right here, Marauding Blight Priest. Whenever you gain life, each opponent. So I do have the veto combo with this. So I'm pretty sure this is the infinite combo. We'll see if we can ever get it to work in a Brawl deck. But anyway, Drana also... I was having... a person was bringing back to life over and over the one creature that all opponents sacrifice a creature. Well, you have... that creature can sacrifice itself. The opponent returned that creature, and every single time they sacrificed their amazing creature, and I kept sacrificing my own creature that forces the sacrifice, and when Drana attacked, they selected it again to come back, and I just kept doing that and wiped their board, and I don't know, reading the card explains the card. Now here's a bug. I'm trying to reach over to select this land, but because the name of my commander is there, I can't select it, so that's a bug. Veto is the love of your life. You're looking forward to a new standard veto deck. Yeah, I like veto a lot. So do you like a lot of life gain strategies, vampire strategies, and that sort of thing? I like either. Orzhov decks, Dimir decks, or mono black decks. So black is the common denominator there. And back when I first played Magic, I was also into those types of decks. Let's see here. I guess we'll set ourselves up to try to do a little bit of this life gain action. Yeah, the Marauding Blight Priest. Very cool art, very cool name. Does she? Oh, I was gonna say, does she have like a crab claw? But no, that's like her cool staff and stuff. Oops, we're both playing we're playing the new Lurgoyf, the Night Hawk Scavenger. Okay, as for myself, well, I have a Rankle, but if I bring my own one of these, I doubt that they'll block that 3/2, even if they do. Okay, there we go. So what's the opponent? The opponent's playing like every color shenanigans, right? Because Tazri is every color. Let's see what they do. Krumik is the opponent. They play nothing. They pass with double blue, so we know what that means. Just go for it. That was a misplay, actually. Well, no, it's not. We both have Death Touch, so Heartless Act that, sure. At least that uses up their mana. And they're gonna Brazen Borrower. Okay, fine. Guess what we will do then is instead, do I have anything good in the graveyard? Only one thing in the graveyard. It's nothing quite meaningful to get out. Rankle. I guess we'll bring that back in. So this Drana deck is a vampire slash cleric slash rogue deck. There's Veto. Okay, I've got Veto, and I've got the Marauding Blight Priest. So that's the combo right there. They passed with double blue. So either they'll bring out their Brazen Borrower, or they'll counterspell my Veto and break my whole plan. So let's bait out that counterspell if they have it. I hate passing when someone's got that double blue open. So either they have a counterspell or they have an opt. Such bluffs. Still pausing for nothing. Okay, well. I like to think it's Soren's Thirst. Oh yeah. That Fruit of Tazi or Tazra or whatever that is. Yeah. That'll easily start the life combo, definitely. So again, this opponent is going to pass with a whole bunch of open mana. Very annoying. Cloudkin. Okay, that'll be fine. Guess I misplayed here in terms of I should have brought the Malakir out. Should have brought the Malakir out. Yeah, could have done that. Could have done that one a little bit better. Hey there, Mark. How are you doing? Just started right now, actually. And then also on the Twitch, we've also got Angle of Reason. She's over on that one over there. So we've got people on the Twitch and the YouTube. Welcome. It started a little bit later than usual. Had an event actually earlier today, and starting at 10 instead of 8. Might not go as long as usual, but want to keep on playing here. Okay, so yeah, the opponent keeps passing. Hey there, Aiden. You have no idea how well this would work. You're in a corner of the house that doesn't have very good Wi-Fi. Well, you're there in the chat, so hopefully my video shows up all right. Yeah, the opponent is totally passing. But what about this? Because we can start the life gain train with Veto if that Malakir doesn't die. But this looks suspicious. Okay. Let's see. Come on, give me the good stuff. Nope, they're still looking at something. They're gonna kill it. Gives it a -4. Okay, well. So, no life gain on that. Opponent is extremely annoying. Okay, well, let's keep that going. So thanks everyone. Thanks for visiting so far. If you don't know, I'm gonna be a featured streamer. Wizards of the Coast is gonna pick me, or has picked me already. We've already signed the contracts. It is all totally legit, and now I can announce it. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast, for selecting me. Next week, I am going to Friday, September 25th at starting at 1 p.m. Pacific time. I'm going to be playing MtG Arena. Wizards of the Coast has gifted me, or will gift me, some good stuff. We got 2 things there. Is the stream working for anyone else? Is the stream acting weird over there for you, Stevie, or anyone else? Let's see, each player discards a card. I don't really want to discard much. Guess we'll do the minus over here. So yeah, Wizards of the Coast is going to have me, stream some MtG on Friday the 25th, and to celebrate that, I'm also going to give away some in real life Zendikar Rising cards. I bought a pre-release pack, and I opened it and it's on my YouTube. I'm gonna keep these, of course, but I bought a second one, which is over here somewhere. Where did that end up? Over here. So I bought a second one. It is totally unopened. I'm gonna open it on the stream next Friday the 25th, starting at 1 p.m. and I'm gonna give away the contents of this on the stream there, you know, to thank everyone for coming to hang out on the stream. So come back, set your alarm, set your notifications and all of that. And that'll be next Friday, the... Okay, so this is really weird. This opponent has been extremely weird. I do not get what they're trying to do. So let's see here. We have a black and a blue open. What else is that going to be? Then I'm going to try to activate the ability here, but I think they can do some shenanigans, and then I'm going to tap out. So that's a +3 and first strike. Oh my god, this freaking opponent. Okay, well, guess we'll just keep waiting here. Just attack with veto and life gain. They've got all of these combat tricks. You know, right now they did a first strike, so I'm just sending in my sacrificial creature because I didn't want to get that first strike. Who knows what they're gonna do? I'm trying to do that veto's ability, but like, this opponent is so tricky. Yeah, that fruit. Well, they could of course counterspell it, right? So this opponent just seems to have a lot of shenanigans. They're playing Tazri, who has every color. So there's counter spells, there's first strike, there's death touch. They pass again with completely open mana. No fun. Okay, well, let's try to do another creature. Pass, and then it'll flash in a rogue that will mill me or something. Or in red, yeah, they keep passing, so they've got something. Something's gonna get going. How's school been? Fine. Way too much work as usual, so that's pretty annoying. Okay, wait a minute. Are they gonna start my combo here now, finally? Because if I block with this, they're gonna have another combat trick, right? They're gonna have another first strike on this. It would be too obvious that they do this, so guess we'll wait. Okay, let's give this another shot. Down to 10 life. Okay, there's the life gain. Did I err? Wasn't that supposed to... Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. Whenever you gain life, they lose that life. That's what just happened. Yeah, I know that. You know what? Isn't it? Isn't it something else? Isn't it a different creature maybe? Because I thought that was going to be the infinite combo, but okay. Well, maybe it's another creature. Okay, well, let's think about it. What's that combo with Peer into the Abyss? You just open the card. It's Peer into the Abyss plus Underworld Dreams. I don't have Underworld at the moment. But let's see, what are we trying to do with this opponent? Okay, well, I guess we'll just keep playing stuff. So I might not have the complete combo piece. That's okay. Maybe we'll still be able to win somehow. Get that Underworld Dreams out there and... Okay, when it enters, something gains indestructible or tap my stuff. Yeah, they can kick that, so let's tap that out. We've got Rankle, we can finish something. They haven't brought out their commander yet. I can try to bring out Drana, which they'll counterspell. Let's bring out Rankle. And I want to discard anything. Nope, so we'll just pass. You don't have something to give life when... I didn't have something to give me life when you lost the life. I guess, but I had the life gain on that, right? That was a 4/3 with life gain. Whenever you lose life, I guess maybe it's not this one. Blood Artisan does that. Blood Artisan does it as well, right? Anyway, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in total. Yeah, I guess we'll Rankle versus Rankle. But it looks like they have on the final combat trick. I guess not. Okay, so you gain life, so you had 2 triggers to make them life gain. Linvala didn't gain any more life. Yeah. Okay, well, what are we trying to do here anyway? Guess we'll just attack with everything, give everything life, gain a bunch of life, and then do a bunch of damage, maybe. They do have double red and black red or something, or maybe giant growth or something. Let's see what happens. I'm fine losing the expert. They already did what they needed to do. I've got a 4/3. They can't block with the borrower. Glad I tested it. Yeah, glad to be a guinea pig for things to work just right. So mental note, the combo is not Marauding Blight Priest plus Veto. It is Veto plus something else. So we'll figure it out. 3 mana left. Okay, everything gets life gain. I gain 4 off of that. They lose off of that. This is going to trigger a bunch. This is not like game over, but that's a lot of triggers. So take 4, take 1, take 4, take 3, and then double it also or something. There we go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Ooh, 4 life. Okay, cool. So not exactly the combo, but that's doing stuff. They're looking at their graveyard. Are you going to bring back something good from the graveyard with haste? Like back for more? They have every color of mana, so obviously they'll do a bring back for more or something. See why it's not working? They had the Marauding trigger after, not in between. Are you saying I ordered? So there's a Call of the Death. What do you call them? So are you saying I ordered them in the wrong way, or what? They had the Marauding trigger after, not in between. Yeah, I just let it be the automatic triggers. That Liana's just been hanging around there. She's got a really cool outfit and totally aloof in the cemetery, but then Nothing going on there. Hey, Mark, thanks for the barf icon, I guess that's what that is. Appreciate it. Yeah, the opponents are making me barf. This is taking way too long. Now all I need to do is deal 4 damage to them, and they've got a huge amount of creatures, so how do we deal the final damage? How do we deal the final damage? Well, we just go all in, right? We go all in, and then activate Veto, gain life, and that's game over, right? Am I thinking too hard? I have the finishing blow. It's all good. You're just trying out the new stuff. Thanks for that. Just reached the goal of 1,000 subscribers. So enjoy it. Oops. Okay, so they got a little life gain on that. And I guess what I could do here is if I finishing below their life gain creature, and I've got 4 on that, I need 5 to activate that. Oops, I targeted the wrong thing. Oh, I see. They sacrificed it. Never mind. Okay. So then that Blood Glutton, and then they spoil it. Sure. So I have 4 in total. Let's draw a card off of that. Yay. Okay. So I guess at least we'll have Liliana. They've got 1,000,000 cards in hand. They've got a lot of creatures on the battlefield. I don't think this is going to turn out quite in my favor. But it was a valiant effort. They were a very tricky opponent with lots of combat tricks in every single color. I'm still tuning this deck to see how it fully works. And maybe version 2. And also the way I design decks, I really like to focus on like tribal, conceptual types of decks, not the most uber powerful types of decks. So here I am limiting myself to, because Drana is a vampire cleric, it's all about these vampires or clerics or rogues. I'm not quite sure why I put rogues. Oh yeah, because there's plenty of vampire rogues, and then they kind of like flow together that way. Something like an Exquisite Blood for the infinite combo. But Exquisite Blood is in historic, right? That I think that's the combo. Exactly. This is standard brawl. If it was historic brawl, I think the Exquisite Blood and the Blood Artisan, I think those are the two that are gonna do that combo. Let's play that deck one more time. Then maybe we'll do a draft. I want to try this out a little bit. It has worked when it works. It's really kind of cool recursion with Drana, but the opponent just psyched me out too much in terms of they had blue mana open, and it's like, well, there's counter spells obviously, and then even the threat of a counter spell is enough to be a counter spell for all intents and purposes. So sometimes you can kind of manage about, okay, well, if they counter this, I'm fine losing this, but I don't know, if we go back on the footage and analyze it, we might have found better plans of play. But it's still some gameplay. When the new Unset coming out? Not for a while. Unstable came out in 2017, and then they had Unsanctioned in 2019. Did Unsanctioned come out this year or last year? This year, right? 2020? Or last year? When did Unsanctioned come out? Anyway, between 2017 to 2019, that's only 2 years. And then from 2017 to 2020, okay, that's 3 years. If it came out in 2019, I would say wait at least 2 more years for the next Unset, because they just had Unsanctioned. So it's a cool format, the Unsets, of course, and they seem to sell and be popular, I guess, but Wizards is oops, I got an auto concede already from Lamb Chomp. Thought I heard something here. Yeah. Okay, cool. I gotta draw somehow. Are we still getting weird behind the scenes connectivity issues? Everyone's been saying that, whoops, Wizards Botched it a little bit on the Zendikar Rising release on Magic. I know I was having connectivity issues, and when I was doing my first draft, it froze. And when I finally got back into it, it had auto-picked for me like 6 cards. And I got back on track, but I don't think I got that well on the draft anyway. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know if I should start a draft if this is still kind of weird after their latest update. Lost connection, no worries. We're trying to get another game going on here, but I'm kind of seeing some weird connectivity issues myself too. Okay, so we got some removal, we've got a 3rd turn Stinger, we've got a Rankle, finishing blow with 5 mana. They're a Karvik. Hey there, Ollie Parton. You're seeing sunglasses inside your own house. Yes, this is my house right over there. The reflectivity of it happens to cause that. So how are you doing? Thanks for coming to the stream. We're trying to get some brawl action happening here. We're playing with Drana. She recurs creatures back from the graveyard. Actually, your opponent is forced to recur creatures back from the graveyard. They have the ultimate choice. It's like, would you like to bring back this creature, or would you like to bring back that creature? And obviously, because the creatures are cool in my deck, they have this conundrum that they cannot live with. Ayara, okay, everything's... Karvik is going to get everything -1. Sure. And we're both playing mono black. Bring out a mana rock here. All of the good mana rocks have left Brawl, so... Mana Geode, RIP. What else? What other good mana rocks have left? Standard. I feel like 1 or 2 more, but we still have the. Okay, so obviously they're passing with full black mana because they know that I've got Rankle in there. So instead, we'll bring out this Shadow Stinger. They're looking at it. They're thinking, should I destroy that creature, or should I wait for Rankle? No, they will destroy it. Okay, fine. Thanks for another cool emoji there, Mark. That's like the totally confused creature thing. Tormod's Crypt, who cares? Oh, no, actually, wait a minute. Tormod's Crypt is the perfect card against my deck. Is this like more of that shuffler conspiracy, right? How could an opponent... No one plays Tormod's Crypt. How does the shuffler, how does the randomizer pair me up against? Okay, here's my Graveyard Shenanigan deck, and I get to get paired up with someone that plays Graveyard Hate in Brawl. Give me a break. Okay, anyway, Liliana can destroy a creature. I guess I could... You doing your old school decks? Well, yeah, because you're playing with the original art, right? With the cross on the grave and everything, right? Are they gonna sacrifice their own creature? No, they're gonna murder us, right? Fine, I still get to... Liliana still does her thing there. Double black. Pausing on double black, so they must have their own Heartless Act. No, actually, it might be pausing for the Crypt. Okay, so I've got back my Heartless Act. I lost my Planeswalker. Ayara's doing her thing. Yeah, so this modern, quote-unquote, modern Tormod's Crypt looks cool, but give me that old art from 20 years ago. No, from 27 years ago. Okay, so what do we do here? They have double black left. That's a cleric and that's a rogue. If I can get both of them out, I do the double. They have to reveal both cards to me. Yeah, that's fine. bring that out. They'll probably smite it down, so that uses up one of their kill spells. Then the Acquisition Expert will, if both of these can live, the Acquisition Expert will force them to reveal both cards, and I get to take one, but they get to respond. So what are you holding in hand here? Ooh, look at that, Elspeth's Nightmare. Do not need. And now they have that, which is not an instant. 3 MC or greater, so that would hit my 4-2. Are they trying to use it? So yeah, they're gonna kill that, then they can attack with 2 things that I cannot block. Oops, they're not attacking. Okay, well, that means I could Heartless to Ayara. Thusly, and then I could Rankle the Prankle. You've been challenging yourself to do your digital sculpt without tutorial. So far, so good. Got your head done in 5 hours. Was that 5 hours continually, or...? On and off. Alright, so they really want to hold on to that epic downfall. They want to take out either of my creatures, which is fine. I have my finishing blow if they summon their Karvik. They've got plenty of mana for their Castle Lochtwain. I'm going to eliminate, fine, and they've got enough mana for the other one, sure. Okay, I can bring out Drana. And they have that. Okay, well, I guess we'll bring out Drana. Hopefully they don't top deck anything good. I'm going to Tormod's Crypt me, which is fine. I still have a 5/4. There they go. They can finally tell their grandchildren, I Tormod's crypted the opponent so badly. So, come on, nothing good, nothing good. Nothing good. Okay, so they're going to tap out there. Okay, they're going to Karvik out. Who cares? I am going to finish blow it. Bring out this wheel. Momentarily, nothing from the graveyard for them to pick. They have now a more expensive Karvik. I have still a flyer. Karvik doesn't do anything except diminish creatures. They get nothing out of that. Very good. This is gonna keep getting bigger. Bring out another mana rock. So that's GG unless they have like a board wipe. Tavarax is fine. And what else? And a Karvik as well. Fine. Everything is smaller. Well, we could do this. Check it out. Spinning Wheel. They way better Manalith because you can tap out a creature for no reason because I had 2 flyers. And it's going to block a 1/1 and a 4/3. Sure. I didn't even need to tap that Karvik for whatever reason. I forgot that both of them were flyers. I guess just a show of force. This is a show of force that I can tap your creatures. Now what they should do right now... Oh, I was going to say... Oh, Grey Merchant. Sure. Okay. Top deck that. They have the mana to draw from the top. There's going to be a race. I got them on a 2-turn clock, and they do as well. And I got that. Okay, well, I'm going to be able to tap them out. Bring back whatever card you want from my graveyard, please. Directly to the battlefield. See, that's what this deck's all about, which it can be more impressive other times. Are they going to tap it out? Yes, they're going to tap it, deal 1 damage to themselves. Sure, and then 4 damage from Trana. Okay, what's the final strategy? Land. And an extinction event. Okay, that is an odd, and that is an odd. Okay, so they're gonna get both of mine. Lucky. And they just have a Karvik. Okay, move it back to the command zone, and then tap them out right there. Whoops. Okay, bring mine back. One more land. I cannot tap them out. But what did they top deck? Scorpion, who cares? The only way to end this is upon your own hand, by your own hand. See, this is what's going to happen. I'm not going to block. They're going to hit me, and then they're going to tap their Castle Lothwain to deal their one final damage to themselves. That is the correct way to end this. But instead... Yep, there they go, see? They're like, okay, I couldn't finish the opponent, so the only one that can end me is myself. And they did so. Okay, got one. So yeah, this deck still needs tuning, and that's a little bit of the gameplay on that. Thanks on that. And let's do a little draft. Actually, I can't do draft. I've got 2 player draft tokens, so let's use 1 draft token to play some of the new Zendikar set. I'm sure everyone in the chat at the moment has already seen my YouTube video that shows that I bought a Zendikar Rising pre-release pack at the sneak peek. I didn't stay to play. The shop was going to do a 7 o'clock gameplay, but I didn't feel like such a small shop could do it safely, so I bought my packs and left. I bought 1. I bought 2 of them. I opened 1, and I already recorded the video and put it on YouTube. I'm sure you've already all watched it and put thumbs up twice, because you all have 2 thumbs. But that one that I'm not going to open, well, this one is going to be, you watched it, liked it, thank you so much. This one that is unopened, I'm going to give away the contents of it, because if you haven't heard, next Friday, September 25th, starting at 1 p.m. Pacific time, going until question mark, Wizards of the Coast has chosen me as a featured streamer, and they're going to promote me and put me on the website and tweet me and all of that next Friday the 25th. Plus they're also going to bequeath me some gems, and I think gems and maybe gold, but definitely gems, and they're going to feature me, and cool, thank you Wizards of the Coast. That'll be next Friday, and on that day I'm going to give away the contents of this unopened pre-release pack. So every hour I will give away 1 booster pack. And so I already opened 1 of them. Got some brand new Zendikar cards right here. And what's a good one? Got a lot of great full art lands. I got a beautiful full art island. Check it out. It's so waterfall-esque. Not really an island. You got these mountains. Like, this is a mountain? This is like a mountain that's like been destroyed? That's a mountain. And then we've got a swamp. Okay, here's a swamp. Yeah, it's kind of like dark tones, and I guess that's a swamp. The joke here is that, like, how many of these really look like their original namesakes? Okay, I guess that's a plains. But all these other ones that I've shown, how mountainy does it really look, and how foresty does it really look? Well, here's a forest, actually. So that looks like a forest. So there's these full art lands. I got one of these brand new design, the showcase cards, the Prowling Felidar. I really like this card here. Vigilance, Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, this gets a +1 counter permanently. So I love this little cat for my cat decks. Speaking of which, before we do the draft, actually, let's do 1 game of the of that deck, this new cat deck that I'm putting together. There were not that many new cats in Zendikar, so I got what I could, and I put together this cat deck with some classic other cats like Kahira and so forth. In the background of the mountain card was a mountain. In the background, well, we don't care about the background. We want to have a foreground mountain. Yeah, if we go back to that mountain. If you look all the way in the background and you squint really hard, you'll see a mountain. But in the front, where everyone else is looking, you're going to see like some rocks falling. And I guess on the other one as well. The art is still cool, of course. I'm glad I got them. They're going to go in some decks in the future. But it's just, you know, the joke is just that how much are these really, really... Okay, here's our combo. Prowling Felidar with landfall gets bigger. Borasa Root Grazer, tap itself, return a land back to your hand. So you can keep getting landfall over and over. So let's see how that works. We're battling Kanade Papa as the opponent. They have the full art showing off Godzilla lands. Fancy. Okay, turn 2. Okay, well that's a double blue. Is there a counter target creature spell? Oh, there's the Fairy Vandal. Okay, so we're going to deal with some sort of draw cards, get big sort of strategy with this Fairy Vandal. Thinking very hard about their card to draw. 1 blue. Okay, that probably means unsummon or something. So let's just bring out another Root Grazer. No, it's gonna be another Opt, right? No need to attack on that. It could be that one Bubble Snare. Is that what it's called? One blue mana, tap a creature. I mean, 1 blue mana, creature doesn't untap. If you kick it, then you... So what's their game here? Obviously I want to play the Felidar, which is going to be my combo. I only got 1 in hand, so I guess I'll be fine with a Felidar getting countered or messed with or whatever. There we go. Got that neutralized, just as expected. Double attack on that. 1 has to go through. Hopefully I can cast my Felidar next turn, but I think this opponent is just going to have so many counter spells. There we go. If they don't play a land, we might be safe. And an Opt. Okay, so they're digging. I can... Yep, everything gets big. Final land. Okay, so we'll play this cat. Landfall, of course. That's a 3/4 now. They can, of course, lock it down or bounce it back. But I guess if they do that, I've got Vivian. C-E, okay. That'll draw them a card. I've got triple blue. Guess what I want to do here if they... What I could do actually is attack, and then I can tap. You know, I think what I'm actually going to do is just pause here so I can tap out their creatures on their turn. Another octopus on that. Okay, fine. So we got double octopus. Okay, I'm going insane. For some reason, I thought that I had out my Frontland Felidar, which would let me tap them. So, let's go to the second game, because that is like a huge misplay. I don't know why I thought that I had out my Frontland Felidar. I guess I saw the word Felidar, and I'm like, yeah, I've got my combo piece. So they were gonna get double triggers off of that, and they had like so much blue mana open. So they had too much advantage. Let's try that again. Get to go first. Pretty horrible. Pretty horrible again. Okay, well, we lost this one. Yep, nothing good. So it wouldn't have been until a third turn play. They would have had plenty of blue mana open to do their stuff, so that wasn't gonna be any fun. So no need to waste time. Let's do that draft. So cool, I got the swamp. So when you do the event, you get a full art. And I got the full art swamp, which is exactly what I wanted, of course. Oops, we're ready already. Alright, nimble trap 2, cannot be blocked if you've got these things, deals damage, draw a card. If you have a full party. The trampler or the land, the auto equip equipment, the base camp. Gain life strategy creature. Seafloor Stalker, it's a 2/3, pay a lot. This gets a +1. Shell Shield, it's a 0/3. Kick it, gives hexproof, Blood Reckoning. Return card, oh, that returns stuff. Malakir Blood Priest, Oblivious Hunger. Well, the only thing that really stands out are the life gain creatures, life gain strategies, which is Core Celebrant and Malakir Blood Priest. And that mace, if some equipment stuff happens. Yeah, I guess not really loving much in here, but let's see here. We can have some haste action. There's a Relic Axe. Healer for lifelink, Subtle Strike, Deadly Alliance, I guess. There's that removal for 5 mana, which can be decreased. The Celebrant will decrease it by 1. 4 mana, instant, destroy creature or planeswalker. Guess that's what we want in this deck, the removal. What I would have also wanted, I guess, is the healer. If you have another cleric that has lifelink, the axe, give a creature +1. If you got warriors, give them +2/+1. There's a warrior right there. So we might look out for warrior strategies. Stampede, all your creatures get a +2. Taunting Arbor Mage, 2/3. If it was kicked, all creatures able to block target creature. Okay, Moss Petzl, that art looks amazing. Golgari colors are not even there at all. Well, I guess 1 black. If this was kicked, it enters with 3/1/1s. Whenever 1 or more +1 counters is put on a creature, you may put this on top of your library. Sure. There's another one of those life gain. Oh, there we go. There's the Blight. There's a Marauding Blight Priest strategy on that. There's a warrior. There's an equipment. So I think this gain life. So the celebrant gains life, and when any other creatures enter the battlefield, you gain life. And then if the priest is out, then they also lose that life. So I guess black and white. There's the Felidar, Skulker. If you've got rogues, well, that's a cat, not really other synergizing. 4 mana, and it gets just bigger and bigger. This one would get death touches if you've got rogues. Have a cleric and a cleric. What does everyone think here? Should we go with a cat that'll get bigger and bigger and bigger as time goes on, possibly? Or a 2/2 that could get death touch if we get rogues? 2 mana for the Skulker, 4 mana for the Felidar. Good in the late game. 2/3 with Vigilance for 4 mana is fine, but then as you play more lands, gets bigger. Subtle Strike is cool too, -1/-1 and +1. There's the Protector, Disenchant, another Felidar. I think Disenchant is going to be useful. There's a lot of equipment running around, I think. Enchantments and everything. Another Disenchant. Just a random warrior, another Celebrant, an Ox, Oblivia. Yeah, we'll get another Celebrant. So we're in with black and white. Dauntless Unity, Healer, Reckoning. We just need some like big life gain payoffs. So here's some new art on Disenchant. I still remember the old classic. Remember the old classic Disenchant art, that like circular sort of emblem kind of getting destroyed. Mind Drain, okay, that's a little life gain plus hand disruption. Mind Drain, they discard 2 cards, mill a card, lose a life, and you gain a life. Over here, not really loving anything. Target creature you control gains indestructible. Nah. Don't like anything there. Over here, don't really like anything either. I guess this Relic Axe. Not really. The art on this core Celebrant, it looks like they have a 7, the number 7 on their staff right there. That's what that looks like to me. I don't know if you all can see that. It's supposed to be 3 hedrons, I guess, or triangles or pyramids or whatever, but it looks like a 7 to me. So what else is on this table? We have Unlock, KCAG, Anyinka, Buffrey, Jather, Theon, Clumsy, Spider's Eye, and Mega Strong. Okay. So what's another cool card I opened up? I opened a... Oh look, I didn't detail one moment. We have that Zagras. Ooh, I actually got a real Zagras in the pre-release pack right there. So got a Zagras. Practice Tactics, Deadly Alliance. Yeah, we'll get another removal there. Lithoform Blight. Kind of weakens a land. Hagra Constrictor. It enters with 2/1/1s. Things 3. It's a 2/2 with Menace. Let's give that Lithoform Blight a chance. It takes away the abilities of a land, and There we go, lifelink. It takes away the abilities of a land and turns it into a colorless mana source. And if they do want to tap it for land, I mean for color of a land, they have to pay life. So it's kind of an interesting way to deal with a land. If they have something really good like Thespian Stage or something, it removes that. There's not anything that amazing, I guess. I was gonna say use it on the Fabled Passage so that you can't crack it, but it still gives color mana if they pay life. Look at that cute little Makindi ox. He's on top of a mountaintop or something, looking really cool with those horns. Flavored text: may blood flies empty your veins and turn you into a dried leather sack, you cow. That is the most hardcore insult from Bruce Taro. What is good here? Nothing. I guess flying. So how's everyone doing today? What's the most interesting thing that happened to you today? It wasn't today, it was yesterday, but I went out and got these Zendikar cards. Really cool showcase card on that. Really cool art on the new style. What about yourself? Did you do anything interesting? Today's Saturday, right? I had to wake up very early to do some business, some work at a business. My business partner and so I had to get up like at 7 a.m. And the night before that I went to bed a little late, so that wasn't fun. Not quite feeling a lot of these. Hey Toad Boy, how you doing? You're heading to bed, you have a great time? Thanks so much for stopping by to say hello. I'm going to dedicate this draft to you and your herpetological leanings, and hopefully we win a game or two. Don't really feel this draft so much at this point, unfortunately. We'll see if the third pack is any better. It's just some kind of random stuff, nothing really great with party. A life gain, but no real payoffs for life gain. It's a little bit of a pile of cards. Hopefully the third pack saves it all. You are welcome. And then that Lagak. Alright, so third pack. What do we have third pack? Destroy target creature. Or pay more to destroy more. There's the healer. Another Deadly Alliance. Spare supplies is card draw. I guess we'll do another removal. Speaking of business, you've been asked to draw a Charizard for Kids Better Wall. Now you gotta see what it looks like. Charizard, yeah, just, draw a Charred Lizard and you're halfway there. Another Malakir Blood Priest. That one was taken previously. Now okay, here's the win condition. The Attendant Healer, whenever you gain life, make cats. The cutest cat ever. So hopefully, I've got life stuff. So if I can also get that Malakir Blood Priest, that'd be nice. But that's the only attendant healer I've seen, so hopefully that one, another one can come through, maybe. It's uncommon. I remember my youngest brother was so into Pokemon Generation 1 back in the late 90s. He had all of them memorized, as all of the kids did back then, or else you were a loser. You had to remember, you had to keep straight your Clefairies from your Zapdoses and Moltresses and Machops, and if you didn't know what they were, you didn't dare show your face in the schoolyard. Oh, here's another good one, Cleric of Life's Blood. And I remember there was a card shop. There was a card shop that we got a I think like 1 pack of Japanese language Pokemon cards. They were unreadable, of course, so you couldn't even play with them. But I don't remember what was in them. Just that it's like, whoa, it's the original Japanese versions. You would have been the kid that didn't know, and then you would have been shunned from the playground. Well, here's all that you need to know. You need to know that Meowth evolves into Persian. That's all you need to know. Core Blade Master. You were into fighting fantasy books when you were younger. Cool. Tell me about that. Like, what was the one? What was the book of that genre that everyone read? Allied Assault. Dauntless. Pressure Point. Did any of you ever read any of those old, back in the day, the Choose Your Own Adventure books? Those ones that you would read up to a certain point, and it said, okay, you're at the dark cave. Do you take the left path or the right path? Turn to page 50 if you take the right path. Turn to page 12 if you take the other path. Those were cool. You didn't, Mark, but you did, Stevie. Cool. Those were really fun, right? It was also really fun to cheat and then like just jump to one page and like, oh no, that kills me, so go back and jump to the other page. So I remember looking those up a few months ago, and I just kind of thought about it, and I looked them up. They're on sale on eBay, used, and they were invented, I think, like in the 70s, and they went into like the 2000s. Sound like the fighting fantasy books. I keep thinking that you're saying Final Fantasy or Final Fight or something like that. So tell me about those books, because I don't think I know what those are. Let me take a quick break to get some water. Here are our picks right here. I don't know how amazing this deck will be. I need to cut 7. So I'll be right back. I'm going to get some water, check out these picks, and we'll see how we can turn this pile into a deck. One moment. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Let's see, we have 18 creatures, so we can cut a few. I don't think I need that. Ox doesn't quite synergize with the life gain stuff. Neither does this Outrider. Steve Jackson was one of the artists. Steve Jackson? I didn't think that he did art. I know that Steve Jackson is associated with all of those cool games and such, but I didn't know he also did the art of things. 16 creatures. Okay, I guess we don't need that one. Okay, so we're down to 15 creatures. Good. We just need to cut maybe 4 more. I don't think we need that one or that one. That's a destroy. Not really. Disenchant. Sure. And 41 cards. Lithoform. Now, okay, 40 cards. We've gotten to a 40 card deck for the first time in a long time. Yeah, I remember often seeing Steve Jackson games. Their company, right? So, all right, we've got the deck brewed up right here. We've got like black-white life gain. Not a lot of payoffs. There's that one cat lady. So hopefully, at least I get to go first here. So turn 1, I'm attacking with a 1/2 already, which can get big later. I've got the pressure point to tap something and draw a card. Core Celebrant to gain life. They have their own Death Touch creature. Who would have thought? Okay, well, let's just wait a bit, I guess. Auto-equip a fly. Okay, I doubt they'll attack. Okay, sure. Let's set up. Let's get that life back and then hit them. Another Banneret. I'm going with Golgari, actually. Tajuru Blight Blade. Cool art, cool name. Aura Undar. The colony garden is a lush tangle of growth in the harsh lands of Akum. Its plant growth is marvelously diverse. A brilliant spectrum of vibrant life and speedy death. Well, I guess it's a 3/2, and which I can disenchant. Okay. Let's instead do a little damage over here. I don't even need to disenchant it yet because I can just tap them. If they equip even more stuff to that Night Blade, I'll just tap them down. Okay, that's a 3/3. Move to combat. Tap that down. Now we might as well get rid of that flying menace. As for myself, let's bring out a 2/3, gain a little life. Bring out another Banneret. Okay, so I have a 3/2 with Death Touch. I guess I can block that with my Mucklord. Okay, that's probably pretty impressive. Okay, that's gonna be annoying. I'm gonna need to destroy it, or probably have one more thing in hand. Yep, they've got their final thing in hand, I guess. So we can put that over here. Draw a card. And I'll kick that in a moment, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. I have thanks for coming to hang out, Angle. You have reasoned with us very well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I get my 6th land, well, there's a 6th land right there, but it's also another blocker, so we'll see how that goes. Yes. Tuesday. Did we say? I know we said Tuesday, but like approximately what time? We'll talk about that later. But if you have an idea of what possible time, yeah, let me know. Yeah. Unless they can screech about Magic before 3 p.m. Yeah, that'll work fine. No problem at all. So that's a good time. We'll confirm the time, but that'll work for me before 3 Eastern. Sure. Eastern, yeah, that should work. Tuesday at 2 Eastern, I think that'll be good. I'll write it down right now, actually, and then put it on my alarm. I can do that. So Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern. This card is broken. When this dies, create another creature that's exactly the same. So it comes in as a 3/3, and then when it dies, it becomes another 3/3, so that's broken. And that draws them a card, I guess. Well, a lot of good stuff, so let's remove one of them. Guess we'll do it after they attack. We'll attack with that 4/3. Deadly Alliance it. 4/5. Sacrifice a thing, sure. Sacrifice another thing. Pretty happy battlefield. 6/6. Guess we gotta spend it on the 6/6. Okay, so if I triple block that Tajuru, they can Death Touch enough to kill a bunch of things. Then eventually they'll equip that +1 onto a bunch of things. Yeah, this game's getting hard to deal with this opponent. At least that happened, and then I can draw a card off of that spare supplies. Nothing useful. There's that Mind Drain, won't do anything at the moment. But I can actually kick this, gain me some life. It's only a 3/3 though. Okay, they're gonna equip. It's a 6/4. Fine. I guess I have 8 things in the graveyard now, so that's a +3/+1. It's a 4/5. Okay, well, I guess we gotta kick this. And hopefully they don't top deck anything good, such as that. And as for myself, have them discard that and mill them. So now we're just on a top deck war. Double equipment. I have a Deadly Alliance. Okay, well, whatever they summon, I'll have an answer for. Oh, there's the cat lady that I wanted to do cool stuff with. That sounded weird. But that's the cat lady that I wanted to gain life and then make cats with. That's what I wanted. And the opponent maybe top decked a couple of lands. Moss Pit, sure. Looks pretty scary. Of course the last card that they had in hand was an indestructibility card. They're gonna double equip that, and that is game over. So okay, cool. That's gonna be +6 on that creature. So let's move on. Sorry if I didn't see that. You just showing your Discord. I will initiate the. You might have already left, but angle. But I will initiate a call on Discord, and then we just need headphones and a microphone, and then we'll start the podcast. So we'll do that on Tuesday, 2 p.m. I'll be in touch with you earlier also to confirm. Okay, so they go again. Got some of these Muckalords. That Zachary is the opponent. I haven't paid attention enough to really notice this or not, but has this Zendikar background been the same background every time? Okay, I guess that's the default of when you do the draft. I guess it's always this land. Well, I've been using up all of the opponent's removal, so at least here I'll have the pressure point, and they're stuck on 3 lands, so I guess that's something. be able to pressure point that. It would be even better if they equip something. That's gonna get big, but I guess... Alright, Nahiri will help with that. We'll keep that flyer locked down. So they can pay 6 in total for a +4 more. They have 6, so is going to... I'm gonna get 2 for 1. So in the newest update, they removed the "Your Go" message. So you can't remind the opponent that they're being slow. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, so they're going to do it twice. That's going to be plenty of damage. They'll only have... Oh, actually that wasn't even enough. Okay, great. So they're also just waiting to top deck something amazing. That would be the most used emote right next to "good game." Maybe people can slow play sometimes. Alright, let's see if we can race them over here. That was a misplay. I forgot that those were in the air, but I guess that'll take out one of their creatures. So like I said, wasn't quite feeling this deck. It's only going to give me a +1 until end of turn. It's pausing for some reason. That captain has vigilance, so... Well, that's why they're holding on to their land. At least here I'll have a way to match the flyer. That has vigilance, so I have to block it no matter what. That's gonna start to get bigger. I think they have one more thing in hand, so probably that one final instant that'll give all their creatures +1. Exactly, of course it has to be that. Alright, we'll play one more game here, and then we'll wrap it up. I just feel that after the Zendikar update, the software got worse. It was crashing for a lot of people and not loading up. It actually loaded me into a weird screen, a weird developer screen. I was playing against Toadboy actually, and it took me to this weird screen where I could pick a variety of weird developer options, like what kind of mulligan I would want. I could turn it back to the Vancouver mulligan if I wanted. Now, I wasn't able to play anything. It was just all of these modes and buttons and flip switches and all of this stuff, but you couldn't actually play anything. So it was some weird neat bug about it was just some sort of bug that was showing behind the scenes of like what are the special options that are in Arena, and like which pet do you want to have and which background do you want to have. Okay, here we go. There's the combo. Gain life, make a cat. The cutest cat ever. He's got his own little belt and everything. Cute spots. Well, I guess getting only one of them is our lot in life. So the other part of the combo here is the Cleric of Life's Bond. Whenever you gain life, it gets stronger. Okay, they're going to return their kill spell back to hand. They can't use it yet. But they'll have a prime target in that, I guess. Yeah, plenty of mana. 3, 4, 5, 6. Brought out a big flyer. Now, does this scroll never untap? Creature's untap during its next untap step. What was that best news? Are there any other rogues? No other rogues. They spent their mana. So we'll just do some attack over here. Cyan remade Mist from the ground up for VR. It looks super neat. There's screenshots already. Plus it's going to have a mixture of old puzzles and brand new ones. That's pretty cool. That totally deserves to be a VR game. Yeah, it's like revisiting a classic game, but in VR. Like, there'll be things that are familiar and then new things because it's in virtual reality. Cool. Now, what cost reduction? Hope it does well enough so they'll do an original trilogy after. Okay, well I have 20 life and they've got 8, but they've got a lot of creatures and they seem to have some good synergy, so hopefully we can start to get our stuff to get this. VR magic would be cool, walking around the world playing people in Yu-Gi-Oh! Hologram style. Yeah, exactly, you run into Jace in VR and everything. Alright, well, wasn't the best draft. I didn't think it was a very good pile of cards, so let's wrap it up at this point. There might be a basic reward. Let's get that reward. Got a booster pack and gems, so let's open that up. At least I'm going to get a mythic wild card, that's good. Call me Ambush. Pretty cool art. Spring Mantle Cleric. And Kaza Royal Chaser. This looks like one of these like cool, extreme, to the 90s max type of characters where they're surfing on a skateboard and everything, and it's totally 90s dudes and dudettes. Anyway, what does it do? 2 mana, flying, and haste. Tap it. The next instant or sorcery spell you cast this turn costs X less to cast, which X is the number of wizards. Okay, so you could do some X damage spell, and then have it cost reduction based on the number of wizards and such, so that's kind of interesting. Flavor text. What sort of life is that? Huddling in the familiar and safe. No thanks. Put me right in the center of the action. Yeah, it's like so totally 90s extreme. Like, look at me. I'm in the X Games. But Yep, got that Kaza Royal Chaser. So okay, cool. Thanks everyone for coming to hang out today. We started the stream a little later than usual, and I did wake up kind of early, so if I was a little low energy today, sorry about that. But again, I'm going to come back next Friday. I'm going to be part of the featured streamer event. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast, for selecting me on that. Next Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific time, I'm going to be playing Arena and giving away the contents of this pre-release pack. So this is an unopened pre-release pack. I'm going to open it Friday, starting at 1 p.m. Pacific time on my YouTube/Twitch, and every hour on the hour I will give away the contents of one of those booster packs. That means I guess I'll be streaming for 6 hours at least, because I'll give it away every hour. Maybe if I stream too long and I'm finally getting all frazzled, maybe I'll give away 2 at once or something. So yeah, let them know, let all the troops there know that that's gonna happen, and I guess I'll ship international. So if you want one of what's inside one of these, come back next Friday. Adjust your time zones and hemispheres and everything next Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Do some Magic gameplay, courtesy of Wizards of the Coast. Thank them. I thank them for giving me that opportunity. They're also going to give me some gems and such. Crack this pack. I'm going to do it next Friday. You got to come back. You got to come back to that. I already cracked this other pack right here. See? And obviously you watched the video on my YouTube to see what was in it, right? Let's actually just recap the rares on that one. If people haven't seen that, here's the rares that I got from the one that I'm opening and you just got here. Well, let's recap the ones that I did get. So next Friday, starting at 1 p.m., I'm going to crack this one and give away the contents. So make sure you come back on that one. But for the one that I opened for my own self, here's what I got. I got an Archpriest well, let me do it over here. An Archpriest of Iona, 1 white mana, human cleric. Power is equal to the number of creatures in your party. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you have a full party, target creature gets +1 and gains flying. So a little creature gets bigger and bigger. Next, I got the Crawling Barons. Your old bear is watching too. Hey bear, how are you doing? Check out this Crawling Barons. Tap it for a colorless or pay 4 to put 2 +1s on it, so little by little this land can grow bigger and bigger. Next up, I got a Phylath World Sculptor. It's like a mini Avenger of Zendikar. 6 mana, elemental, legendary. When this enters the battlefield, create 1/0/1 green plant creature token for each basic land you control. And then landfall. When a land enters the battlefield under your control, put 4 +1 counters on target plant you control, so it could get bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, I think this one would definitely work for a Brawlmander. In those gruel colors, you can do a lot of shenanigans. You can ramp very easily in green. You could do red burn. So this is going to be a great commander. Brawlmander, definitely. Next up, I got one of these full art Crag Crown double lands. On the front side, it's either a red land, and on the back side, it's a green land. So what's the official name of this again? Come on, focus. Timber Crown Pathway on one side, and a Crag Crown Pathway on the other. Yeah, look at that, full art, pretty and everything. So this is one of the new dual lands. Yeah, one of the full art ones. I haven't seen the prices on this, but I think it's got some value, including one of these as well. I got one of these Lotus Cobras in the... I'm starting to get so triggered with this. I never played it when this was in standard or whatever, back when it was in standard, but I'm quickly hating this card. I've been seeing so many people play this card now that it's like, it used to be when you see Gilded Goose, it's like, okay, we're in trouble. When you see this, we're in trouble. I had people do such amazing shenanigans with this simple little Cobra. All that it does is it makes mana. So it's a 2/1 landfall. When you drop a land, give yourself 1 free mana. So I had people do so many things. Of course, you put 2 of these on the battlefield, you're getting so much free mana. Green has way too many amazing cards. They really need to pull back the power level of green. And then, speaking of which, then I got this one, Ashaya. This is another good Brawl deck. Well, it's just mono green, so Ashaya, this is like the 3rd most valuable card in Zendikar at the moment. 5 mana, monetarily that is. Ashaya's power, this is one's really weird. Power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. And then non-token creatures you control are also forests in addition to their creature types. So you can have creatures be forests, and because they're forests, they also make Ashaya bigger. And if you're playing mono green, this is already a 5/5. Well, you also have other creatures, and they also become lands. And then Ashaya gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So interesting and weird. But I would probably want to build a Brawl deck out of Phylath there. But one of the most valuable cards at the moment is the Ashaya. And then that Lotus Cove. And then probably also the dual land, dual green land. So yeah, we were just starting to wrap up, Rick, but thanks for visiting anyway. I woke up very early today at 7 a.m. and right now it is currently 0012 hours, aka midnight, 12:12. So I've had a long day, a little low energy at the moment, but we played a little bit of games. We did really badly on draft, and I'll be back on Friday. I'll also do the usual Saturday stream. You like how the double-sided lands are coming out? Well, you want that Ashaya? Yeah, it's a good one. It's only 5/12 for you there. Rule Bro Mando's calling out to you from that sealed pool. Yes, not a lot of the people in real life that I play with play that in real life, but I probably want to put that together on Arena. And then the promo card was the Zagras, Thief of Heartbeats, 6 mana for a vampire rogue that also has flying, death touch, and haste, cost reduction for the members of your party. And whenever any of your creatures deals combat damage to a planeswalker, destroy it. So it's got planeswalker death touch. Your youngest would love that in his Rakdos. This is a very cool Rakdos commander, definitely. I'm the new Uncle VMC. Yep, that's me. His favorite uncle, their favorite uncle from another continent. So yep, those are the things that I pulled. Go back there, go watch the YouTube for the full crackage of that. And I'm going to give away the contents of this other pre-release pack starting at 1 p.m. Pacific time Friday. That is the day that Wizards of the Coast is selecting me for being a featured streamer. They're going to promote me and give me some gems. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast. And I'm going to play Magic on that Friday when they feature me. And I'm going to be giving away the contents of this 1 booster pack per hour. So that's next Friday, the 25th, September 25th. That's the day that Zendikar Rising releases to the general public, right here. I got a pre-release pack, but it releases for general public next Friday. Did Evil Rage, you know what, by popular demand, he should probably be dropping by every single video I do now in the future, not just his own videos. But I'll try to coax him out of the obliate to try to be more of these videos. But yeah, thanks everyone. 29 hours ahead. There's not 29 hours that don't even exist, right? So yeah, thanks everyone for coming to hang out. Really cool as always when you all come by. It's just about my bedtime today, so because I got up way too early today. Thanks everyone for coming to hang out. We'll be back next time. Don't forget to check out the stuff that I've got on YouTube. Check out Rick, your nephews and kids and such, and everyone might like the brand new video that I put out about Tiny Toon Adventures, the top 10 episodes of Tiny Toon. So teach them all about that classic show from the 90s in my top 10. So thanks everyone. See you next time.